Now, first of all, with the amount of speeches that these candidates are giving between the debates and so on, you could parse words and pull out anything and take it out of context. It was obviously speaking about insurance companies at the time, and I've yet to find anyone that says we shouldn't be able to fire our insurance companies if they're not serving us well. So, again, if you want to pull any word that he said out of context, you can do that all day long to any of the candidates. What's surprising, though, is that Newt Gingrich has been on this tear that seems almost anti-capitalism. Talking about Bain Capital and talking about not being able to fire people. What we need to do is focus on firing some of the bureaucrats in Washington that seem to they're not elected, they answer to no one, and I think that's part of the frustration that this country is that they want, firing to me, that's another word for accountability. And what the governor is saying, let's start holding Washington and the bureaucrats accountable. And I think that makes sense, whether it's an insurance company or whether it's an unelected bureaucrat imposed by President Obama's health care plan, that 15 panel of unelected bureaucrats, can they be fired? Nobody knows. They certainly should be able to. So I think that's something. And the other thing, Newt Gingrich keeps invoking the name of Ronald Reagan, yet he's breaking Ronald Reagan's 11th commandment of not to bash fellow Republicans. So I think that he's the Newt Gingrich that we all know is emerging, and the few months that he tried to pretend that he was the softer, gentler, more evolved Newt was obviously not true, and the real Newt has finally erupted. And it is a shame, though, because what he's really doing is there's only one individual, one candidate that can actually win. That's Mitt Romney, and Newt Gingrich knows that. So just out of spite and for his own personal reasons, he'd rather go, tear that person down, knowing he has no chance of winning. So, but that's Newt Gingrich.